Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Welcome back to the show. We are joined here by our co-founder and CEO, Dustin Brauns. Excited to have him from Gas Boys. Go to gasboys.co. That's gasboys.co. And we are going to talk about, some new products and all that he does that are really game changers in helping so many in this field. Again, modern distribution. He also has two websites we're going to talk about here, but he has this white labeling partner, co-packaging hemp specialist. They're bringing so many years of cannabis expertise and business expertise into a space that sometimes, gets taken advantage of some bad guys, but not you all. You guys are great, believe in compliance, ethics, future. You're here doing amazing things. And I'm so excited to have you back because you actually, shared with me, your success story of where you came from and where you are now and how hard you work. So I commend you on that, Dustin. And for those new time listeners, would you mind just introducing yourself to everyone to start? Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, I'm Dustin Brauns, CEO of Modern Distribution. We also have our house brand, which is Gas Boys. We came from the traditional markets once upon a time and did not like what it was becoming. A lot of it's just been a big cash grab. A lot of private investment is just saturated and turned it upside down. So when the hemp industry started booming, we said, "Hey, let's give it our all in this sector," and it's just been it's been nothing but up and to the right. It's been crazy. We've really focused on high quality products. We're not the cheapos of the industry. We do a huge amount of lobbying and compliance work with other brands, as well as the congressional members and senators that keep us in action. And that's one of the topics I'd love to talk on just briefly today. But we're here, we're doing it right, and you can get Gas Boys directly to your door. We have a lineup of 20 plus strains, gummies, vaporizers, concentrated products, pre-rolls.
Yep.
So you got a really healthy selection.
Well, we have a whole bunch of selection, but I heard there's a new product being released and you might have it in front of you. What is it? Tell us.
Yeah, so these are our new whole flower pre-rolls. They're our famous exotic flowers. We grind them up. We put them into nice, convenient little baggies that are child resistant to meet North Carolina standards. They are full panel tested, so no heavy metals, no residual solvents, no bacterias or otherwise. And then you get these nice little two pre-rolls, and you're resealable, smell-proof as well, so you can keep them in your car or around the house. And
my cat might get to it though, thinking it's catnip.
I mean, it'd be funny to watch though. It would be funny.
Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on everything. Where did you want to start for today? By introducing some of your products, tell us about the company, and, both the websites. You have a lot that you do, so get started, Dustin.
Sure. Yeah, I think last time we went over a lot of the backstory of how we got here, what we're doing, and why we're doing it. Our big thing was the products. We already went over the pre-rolls. Those are fantastic for the people that just want something convenient, light it and go. We also do sell the whole flower, so you can get your nice nuggetry, your flowers in your bags for your own personal consumption of piped use, or roll your own, whatever you want. We also have our gummies, which are infused. These are nano infused, actually. So instead of using a distillate, we use a nano emulsified Delta 9, which hits quicker, is cleaner, has a longer lasting effect. It's more bioavailable, so it's easier for your system to actually absorb. Yep, those in a couple nice flavors. Cherry cola is personally my go-to. So we did kind of do a little bit of a play on the old nostalgia soda shop flavors. The vaporizers are always very popular. We do a nice 3-gram disposable vaporizer. Again, full panel tested, child resistant bag. So if you do need to travel with it, none of the little munchkins are going to get into them. And they're so cute. They fit in any pocket, purse, clutch, whatever you want. And they're just these little mini guys, but they last forever and they taste incredible too.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then the last thing that really actually it got us an award just a few months ago at the Alternative Product Expo is the concentrated products, more so known as DAB. Those are the ones that are going to be very concentrated, high potency. We made these to be as close to a rosin. If anybody knows what rosin is, this is going to be as close to rosin as you can possibly get in the hemp industry. And it's a fraction of the cost that you're going to pay at the dispensary.
Got it. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Yep. And they come in these cute little display boxes.
Now, you're based out of where, and where can you sell to? What states? What's the, the law, the legalities behind it all? Would you mind sharing? So if someone's listening today from another state, tell us, give us the specifics on that.
Yeah, so we're based out of North Carolina, which is fastly becoming one of the most hemp-safe states and hemp-viable states. We are working on regulation to further solidify that in North Carolina. Which is a whole nother topic, but we can service essentially about 75% of the U.S. The states that we can't either have prohibition-style laws on the books, like Idaho and Iowa, which is mainly just because they are very conservative. It's still the devil's lettuce in their mind, so they have a pretty strict ban on it. There's a couple other states. Like Arizona has a recreational program, so we kind of stay out of there. Oregon as well has a recreational program. All those states that are restricted are on our website. It's right there at the header. So as soon as you land on gasboys.co, you'll see exactly which states we cannot ship to. West Virginia is one that we can ship to in the next couple of weeks. We have been working with the West Virginia State Agricultural Department to get our approval. So they do have a new law change as of this year. So West Virginia, we're coming for you guys by the end of the year. And we're going to keep doing it. And hopefully with this new farm bill coming out next year, we should be able to get back to the 50 states.
And what is the farm bill again? Could you just remind us?
The farm bill is the bill that allows us to operate and exist. Pre-2016, essentially, there was no such thing as hemp other than textile hemp. There was no such thing as Delta-9 being readily accessible, or CBD oil was even very, very hard to get, very hard to find. It was mostly made in recreational states or medical states, and you could not get it in states like North Carolina. Wow. The Farm Bill is a bill that acknowledged hemp and allowed hemp to thrive. And in just the last 6 years, we've become almost a $50 billion a year industry, which is, by economy standards, absolutely unreal. There is no other industry. You pick one, and I guarantee, doing the data research, you can't find another industry that's grown like we have.
Good to hear that. Well, thank you so much. And if you are just tuning in, remind us of all the ways we can reach out to you, Dustin.
Yeah, so consumers that want to try the product, gasboys.co. We put in a code as well. You can put GasBoys10 in for your first purchase. You get 10% off and free shipping on $100. We ship same day. So you put an order in on a Tuesday, it's going to be there Wednesday, Thursday, depending on your shipping zone. But we do try to ship same day. We are not 2, 3, 4 weeks out like some of these guys. And we do put all the documents in. It's a completely blind ship, so your neighbors or kids, nobody's going to know what you're getting. It's going to be completely discreet and private. We have credit card processing. We can accept ACHs, all sorts of stuff with that. And then if you are a wholesaler or business to business, somebody that's looking at carrying Gas Boys, mytuner-radio.com.
Perfect. As you say, your motto is all gas, no breaks.
No breaks. Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Yeah, you said you're not just a THC brand, but you're like a lifestyle choice because we're talking high quality, everything passing inspections. You guys talk about the safety of your products and the compliance, because that's always important, because some people are out there promoting, products that they shouldn't be. But your company stands behind everything. Could you just share a little bit about the safety behind it all?
Yeah, so the most common terminology thrown around is we're third-party tested. Well, third-party tested leaves a huge void of what lab tested it. Are they a recognized lab? Are they a quality lab? Or are they just some guy in a shop handing out certificates of analysis? So it does matter what lab you use. We do use an ISO certified lab, and we go where most people only do potency. That's all they care about is how potent, how strong, how high is it going to get you. My concern is stuff like the heavy metals. The last thing you want to be doing is consuming or smoking a product that has heavy metals or molds or bacterias. And unfortunately, with flower material specifically, it's easy for that material, because it has a moisture content and it is a live herb. It's very easy to grow molds and bacterias or leach the heavy metals out of the soils that it's grown in. So that's why we do what's called a full panel test. It's a 5-panel test, and it breaks down each individual thing that I just listed and shows that we are passing completely clean, completely clear of all those toxins, heavy metals, and we're getting really, really strong numbers in between 22 and 32% potency, which is very, very good. So if you don't shop with us and you are using another vendor, ask them for full panel lab results. If they cannot provide them, I would steer away from trusting them, because some of these guys are just buying the cheapest of products, looking at the most profit driven sales, and they are not doing these extra steps. Put in perspective, a potency test is about $50. A full panel test for every single one of these cost me $400.
Wow.
And we don't even charge that into the customer. So at the consumer level, they have no idea that that's included in that cost. We just pass that, we eat that, and then we pass along the product to the customer. Some people charge the customer an additional premium for that, and we don't.
Got it. All right, Dustin, what else do you want to share about your products and, of course, the work you're doing? Because I'm just fascinated by your story, how you've come so far.
Yeah. The other thing I'm working on in great length is our outreach and our donation processes with NCHAA, which is our lobbying organization for North Carolina, and then My Healthy USA as well as the parent company, and the support mechanism for the federal level. And we do really need to raise funds into the next year to continue increasing our lobbying efforts to make sure that our industry does not, become unfavorable with the congressional members. Unfortunately, it is a pay-to-play industry. It doesn't matter if it's alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, hemp. Everybody has to pay to play. And that is one thing that just really drives me crazy, is that those other industries, they donate, and they donate significantly, and they have massive PR firms and huge lobbying efforts. The hemp guys were so new and not quite structured yet because we don't have the time in the industry, and we do need to get organized, and anybody that can or is willing to contribute or spread the word, nchaa.org or myhealthyusa.org. We could definitely use the support. We're actively working with congressional members to make this industry the best industry that it's ever been. And we're trying to bring it into the future and give things like public safety and taxes back to the states so that they feel comfortable working with us, and they know that they're not going to kids and they're not going to be sold it with sketchy ingredients, and that the public safety is number one. So that's been my biggest side project right now. And needless to say, it's a huge one to tackle.
Great. I do want to read some testimonials. Josh says this is what you call high quality flour. The variety and potency is what sets us apart from other hit or miss flour on the market. You'll be blown away with the smell, the taste, and effects. Lindsay Adams says you guys are top notch, hands down the best consistent quality flour around. Customer service is over and beyond, and the best. Always reliable, responsive. Highly recommends using these guys if you want to have and keep the best flour in your shops. Also, Jamie says you have excellent products, great customer service, love the flour and the flavor options. What type of flavor options are we talking about? I'm trying to figure this out. What's the Purple Dream? Is that one of them?
That is one of them. And the Purple Panty Dropper is fastly becoming...
Oh, that's great.
The Purple Panty Dropper, the Pineapple Express, the Orange Push Pop, and the Lemon Pound Cake are probably our top sellers right now. Depending on which way you lean, I'm a sativa guy personally. I love the Alaskan Thunder blank word, or the Tangy is a fantastic option. For the indica heads, anything purple is fantastic. Can't go wrong there. And then for the guys right in the middle of the road, the lemon pound cake tastes like a lemon tree mixed with pine and a little bit of gassy notes to it. It's just an all-around crowd pleaser. You can smoke it any time of the day and still be completely functional. You're not going to be too indica. You're not going to be too sativa. You're going to be super set right in the middle with a balanced hybrid.
All right. Well, speaking of hybrids and all of these things, I'm on the site and I'm poking around here, looking at the pre-rolls, let alone the flower, the concentrate, the disposable, the gummies. Someone new to this industry, is your customer service? Can we call and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I need. Right. And
Absolutely.
Tell me about some of the benefits of these products.
The number one thing that we see is people that are autoimmune affected or cancer patients. They need appetite increases. They need to have a better quality of life. Pain relief is the number one thing I probably hear consistently among everybody, even if they have other things kind of happening all at once. The pain relief is definitely the one that I hear the most from. I personally have a relative that has a degenerative spine disease, and she uses them every single day, and compared to conventional over-the-counter solutions. So this is by far the best for her condition. I hear a lot of people with anxiety, depression, gives them a nice mood boost, gets them going, keeps them out of their head instead of being super, anxious. Personally, I'm ADHD, severely ADHD. So this helps kind of quiet things down for me, helps me get through the day, focus, realign, not get too running around crazy. Still do, but it definitely calms things down much better, in my opinion, than something like a Xanax or an Ativan, which just has so many side effects. And that's the beauty of this stuff. It doesn't matter what you're trying to help with. There is no side effects to hemp. There is zero side effects. There's, other than maybe you get a little hungrier than normal and you might get a little sleepier at the end of the day. You might be ready for bed at 9:30 versus 10. Past that, you're not going to have any conditions arise. Nobody has ever died from or been seriously medically injured by hemp or marijuana. Furthermore, this product is one of the safest things in the industry, especially if you get very high quality product. You're never going to have anything go wrong unless you get run over by a truck full of it. So don't step in front of traffic is my point.
Yeah, it's good. I thank you so much for that. And what other things are people coming to you for? What other ailments that this helps with?
Like I said, the top three would be the appetite, whether it's an eating disorder or, some kind of autoimmune issue, or cancer patients doing chemo that have just lost their teetotal appetite. My neighbor actually is battling pancreas cancer, and he lost 80 pounds in 8 months. Just absolute skeleton. And now he's back eating. He's gained about 40 pounds of that back with these products. So people like that are the people that I passionately believe they should be consuming these products. They should be understanding them, and the quality of life would be so much better. Again, it just, everybody varies. Some people just use it recreationally and just want to relax with their spouse at the end of the day. Just have a good laugh and watch a movie. So it can be a social thing. It could be a medicinal thing. It could be a recreational thing. We don't really care as long as it's used properly and it's kept out of, the hands of underage individuals.
Well, also, I'm looking at blueberry lemonade, mixed flavors, nano. There's just so much to this. And what would you say your most popular product is? Our
pre-rolls, and definitely the whole flat, the nugs. The nugs, just, I'll open one just so you can kind of get an idea of these just stay consistently crowd pleasing. The gummies for people that don't smoke are very, very popular. I would say the concentrates for the people that need something stronger is just number one. The concentrates sell very, very well. But I would generally say, if I was going to look at it on a month-to-month basis, the flower nugs. The smell of it smells incredible. It looks incredible. It's the most versatile thing. You can, use a pipe, use a wrap. You can use so many different things to consume it. even vaporizers. Now they make little dry herb vaporizers. And so you can just stuff that thing down in there and take your toke just like anything else. It definitely depends on the client. And we definitely see the more inexperienced people lean more towards the pre-rolls and the gummies just because they don't have to do anything except light it or eat it. And the OG guys, as I like to call them, the old heads, they love the flower. They love the whole flower. So
awesome. Well,
different strokes for different folks.
Exactly. Dustin, what else do you have in store for us today on this? This is our second podcast, right?
It is our second one. Yeah, it is our second, and hopefully our best one. I don't know that I have anything else super pressing. Like I said, we're just really excited about our new product releases, and then we do have our merch coming in about a month.
What type of merch?
You'll have to stay tuned and then find out. I can't spoil it.
Oh.
I will say it's going to be a very vintage 60s feel, high quality. We're going to use just 100% ring spun cotton garments, silk screen print. They're going to be very nice. We're going to use
t-shirts, hats. I'm like, what's merch? I'm like,
t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, sweaters. The whole nine. Mm-hmm. We even looked at doing leggings potentially for the ladies.
Hey, look at you. You're thinking of us. That's great.
Yeah.
And
some sports bras for the summer, maybe some bikinis. Yeah.
Of course. The essentials. Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness.
So and we like the pin-up style. We like that really traditional Americana style. It's actually come back a lot. There's brands like Old Row and Old Navy and Barbell Cartel and all these other guys that are bringing that nostalgia back, and so that's kind of where we want to direct things. Bring that Americana feel, give it a really good quality product behind it.
And just tell me about your company. I mean, you starting by yourself, right? You now have how many employees?
As of today, we're almost at 50.
Oh, my goodness.
We had two that one just no call, no showed, and then the other one had a family member overseas that they had to go take care of. So we did, unfortunately, lose two individuals, but we'll be replacing them with new talent very soon. And then, our goal is, we should be at 100 by next year, and we want to get into the nutraceutical space next. We do male and female hormonal enhancement, libido enhancement, weight loss products, pre-workouts, all that good stuff.
Wow. Well, congratulations, because you've really come such a long way, and what a success to hear on a daily basis. I mean, are you overwhelmed, or you got this? You seem so calm, cool, collective, like business. You love it. Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, it's tough on certain days, especially, when there's so many people that depend on you, and it's tough balancing work and life. I try to do it as well as I can. My goal is by the time I'm 35, I can pump the brakes a bit. I got 4 more years, and I can kind of sit back and focus on the private equity stuff, the large rollouts, product development, and let the team be the team. And that's, what we talked about on the first chat is, I do a lot, but my team is just that's what we want to build, is that super solid foundation where they're well paid, they're well supported, they have no complaints, and they're not turning over every month because they go find a better opportunity. So we've really taken the focus off of the executives and on the managers, the supervisors, and even our, basic production guys. They're all taken very good care of, and, they're going to be the guys that get us to that next level of the game.
Great. Well, Dustin, always a pleasure having you here. Remind us how we can contact you.
Gasboys.co, moderndistribution.com.
Beautiful.
Those are the 2 ways. And there's a 1877 number on either. So if you have any questions, want to set up an account, want to try to sample, or, they need a little bit more answers and have some questions, more than willing to answer anything that we can.
Great. And social media, how do we find you?
We got Gas Boys merch. We've got the Gas Boys Club. And then we have 2 more coming that'll be lifestyle oriented only. Okay. It'll be collaborator space. It'll be content creator space. So we do have we call it like our fun kind of club merch meme page. And then we do have our merch page being built out. which check back in about 30 days.
All right.
Gasboysmerch.com will be up and going. And I want to see you next time in a Gas Boy shirt, Jill.
You better send one. Are we on next week?
We'll have to check the schedule.
Next week. Sure. I'm on vacation next week. I have my friend's wedding in Turks and Caicos, so me and my boys are going down there. But hopefully when we get back, yes, definitely send me one. That'd be great. I'll post it. Thank you so much. You have a great day, Dustin. Bye-bye.
All right, Jill. Yeah. Bye.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her?
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C, take charge?
Got to get this all straightened out. Give a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve! Is now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend?
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.